We gotta understand what the world is giving us as an opportunity. You gotta jump on them, because these waves, just like any other wave, has a climax and it falls. So one of the magical things about the world today is how much more we can do in the time that we have available. Things are changing very fast right now, very fast. And it's an essential part of your journey, wherever you are and whatever you do, to stay on top of these changes. You can't keep on operating like you operated last year, or you're gonna stay behind. It's very important. So there's evolution of technology. Like, one of the things that I've always been an advocate for is this word called opportunity. Seneca says, what does it mean to get lucky? Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So you gotta be able to be prepared for the opportunities being presented. And then you're going to get lucky. I have gotten lucky over the years. I have 250 employees, several massive companies, enormous success, beyond my wildest dreams. I'm not supposed to be here, and I am. How did I get myself here? Because I was able to understand the concept of what's happening in today's environment, how can I capitalize on it right now before it gets old? And it's moving so fast. If you think about it, everything that we have today around us is so unique. Our ancestors, like, if you were able to bring back to life your great-great-grandparents and be like, let me tell you what's happening, Dad, right? Like, or great-great-grandpa, you're not gonna believe it. This thing called a cell phone, that I don't have to work now 9 to 5, I can work 18-hour days. Can you believe that, Dad? Like, wow, you used to have to punch out at 5 o'clock and you couldn't call your employees after hours. It's beautiful. This technology did not exist 2 decades ago, and we have access to it. So one of the magical things about the world today is how much more we can do in the time that we have available. Everybody has had 24/7, always, in the history of humanity. This planet has been rotating around the sun, the same sun, for who knows how many billions of years. So things have not changed. What has changed is technology and access to technology, and most of us take it for granted. We don't realize it. I have a chapter in my book called If My Grandpa Were Alive Today, because I mean it. This guy used to spend hard blood, sweat, and tears trying to get people to walk into his toy store. And he would get like maybe 17 people after a whole day of work. And I get 150,000 people a day visiting my store. It's just insane, right? So we gotta understand what the world is giving us as an opportunity. And we gotta capitalize it, and we have a responsibility. Legacy, right? Like, we have a responsibility to create something better and bigger for generations to come. It's in our hands, because we are the first generation to have access to these things. First of all, the cell phone, followed by these things called social media. You guys have heard about this thing, social media? It's big, and it's just getting started. That's how we communicate, that's how we interact. My success, hundreds of millions of dollars in yearly revenue, is built on these platforms. Without it, COVID would have not allowed us to survive. You guys understand that? Take away social media, companies are gone. COVID was shut down across the entire world. Social media allowed these companies to continue to survive and exist, and not only that, to thrive. You take social media out of the equation, we're not here, period. The economy would have melted, literally. And we have these opportunities. Now we have something called artificial intelligence. And what you can do with it is freaking magical. So the fact that you guys are not jumping on that opportunity, somebody else is. Your competitors are jumping on that opportunity. So if you want to do something about it, I call them opportunity waves. You got to jump on them, because these waves, just like any other wave, has a climax and it falls. And at this point, this wave is just getting started. It's not going anywhere, guys. Just so you know, things like artificial intelligence are here to stay, and you might as well figure out how to use it.